Good morning, everybody. This is Michelle Rivera with Coffee, Anxiety, and Love. Tell them coffee grounds. um, Today is Saturday, April 1st. Um, no April Fool's jokes today, that's for sure. Uh, so Yesterday I was talking about our progress on the week of our downsizing, and we've been doing really good, getting everything downsized and kind of out of the house as much as possible. Less we have to pack up, and what we get to actually see, what we can take with us. So this has been a really big process, and anybody that's getting ready to go out on the road, or who has transitioned to somewhat living on the road, we're not necessarily going to be living on the road, but we are wanting to go see different areas. And the whole point of this, hopefully, is to find better opportunities for our business. Number one, Luna Fitness Evolution. I'm trying to work a little bit more diligently, getting outdoors and doing some more outdoor online workouts. Some will be live, some will be recorded. I'm kind of going to get a feel as I go and see what's going to be the best option for me. Or maybe it'll be, a mix of the two. Who knows? There's plenty of people that have done that. My coffee's like super hot. And then with CJ, he's doing everything with the Healthy Hippie Ranch. So what that originally started out with is him getting into mycology, which is more growing mushrooms, mycelium. So mycology, mycelium. And he was doing gourmet mushrooms, so lion's mane, reishi, shiitake mushrooms, things like that. Not necessarily the regular button mushrooms that you find in the store. Those are very good and whatever, but he was doing more, gourmet, more flavorful, things like this. And then even the, I want to say they're called oyster mushrooms, and I'm not still too familiar with all the names of the mushrooms, but I know he's had, we have found in one of our foraging trips into the forest, an oyster mushroom, but literally the oyster mushroom was literally this big, like the size of a dinner plate. We cut that down and made, in essence, fried steak mushrooms. So like chicken fried steak, battered, and all that other stuff, and ate those like a piece of chicken. It was chicken fried chicken. And it was actually really good, really flavorful. I was completely caught off guard. We made some spaghetti with it, so it kind of turned into like this chicken parmesan kind of dish. And it was really, really flavorful, really tasty, very good. So that's what the Healthy Hippies Ranch actually started with. It's him and his mycology journey. And he's still, working on that. But unfortunately, the conditions we have in our house right now, it's not giving him the best grow opportunity. He really needs all this equipment, grow lamps and things like that to actually get this to really, really work. He needs a different type of environment other than being in a little bitty room in the house. So that's kind of a little bit on hold, but he's still, doing little batches of mushrooms for us to eat. And then it went into, okay, so he's doing mushrooms and he's growing that. So we went into plants, and he got a lot of cactus, a lot of succulents, a lot of ivies, a lot of different types of flowers, things like this. And we started what they call propagating, the ones that we can. So plants that we were able to propagate and could propagate, we started making, little offsprings of all of those and started selling those. And we did really, really good with that. But then that freeze hit, just this year or in the last year or whatever. And it wiped out a lot of our plant inventory. We covered them up. We tried as best as we could, but that was 3 days of below freezing temperatures. And our plants just, a lot of them just didn't make it. Some of them are coming back now. They went dormant. We clip them down, they're coming back, but it's not enough to have a good enough inventory for our plants. But before all of that as well, he started doing the wire wrapping with the stones and the crystals, and he started getting more into dream catchers and napping arrowheads. So the Healthy Hippie Ranch, has all this that he's doing, and that combined with Luna Fitness, and I think I've talked about it before, we kind of want to combine the two under the Healthy Hippie Ranch. So it's going to be the Healthy Hippie Ranch and kind of bringing in Luna Fitness Evolution. And I'm studying more on meditation and yoga and types of spiritual healing and stress relieving type of workouts to offer once we get settled at the Healthy Hippie Ranch. I'm still going to be doing regular exercise classes, strength lifting, cardio, strength endurance, things like that. But I want to kind of come with a good focus that complements the Healthy Hippie Ranch and its healing and its Native American energy that we are trying to bring to that. So I'm getting ready to take a class to start learning about yoga and stretching and flexibility movements and things like that. So that's kind of why we've been doing this whole downsizing thing and getting ready to go out. We're actually looking for growth opportunities, somewhere where we'll have the best chance for our businesses to survive, not just survive, but thrive, where we're going to have our group of people that really are interested in what we have to offer as far as healing, health, and the products that we're making. And I'm also going with that at the Healthy Hippie Ranch and doing my beadwork. Beadwork, seed beads. I don't know if you've ever seen seed beads, but these things are microscopic. These are tiny, tiny beads. And number one, I'm a little bit older, so my vision is not great. It hasn't been that great. And then trying to see all these little bitty beads and little bitty holes and threading, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of energy that I put into my beadwork. And I thought when I first started it, like, there's no way, I he's like, get something that you're gonna settle down with, that's gonna relax you and calm you. I'm like, there's no way, being blind, beating these little bitty beads that have a microscopic hole for you to stick thread through. Number one, it's just an event to just thread the damn needle. Just an event to thread the needle. And then we found these ones where you just pull the needle apart, stick the thread in there. So much easier. But there are some that I can't use that, so I'm going from a microscopic bead hole to I don't even know what the next level down is on the thread needles, the eyelets on the thread needles. So, but surprisingly, once you get the needle threaded and you start doing this, I have been able to focus so much. My energy just shifts, just automatically. When I start beading and I sit down and I start doing this, my energy focuses and I'm just like hyper focused on what I'm doing with the beadwork. And I've had some people come by and pick up some of my bracelets or some of my earrings, and you tell them the price and they're like, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, it's not really a lot of money when you think about the time and effort and energy that goes into that one. It's just an earring. Yeah, I know. And they're just beads. Yeah, I know. But it takes a lot of energy, a lot of patience to sit there and do this. And that is the amount that I am putting on my work. The same thing with CJ. That is the amount he's putting on his work. And these are things that, the opportunities that we're talking about, that we're looking for. We need to find those people that appreciate the value of our work. And that's kind of what I want to lead into is, are you devaluing yourself? Not just a tangible item that you're working on. Are you devaluating yourself? Are you downsizing yourself to conform or to please other people's ideals? Okay, so my workouts are, I have this setup. I have a rig. You see the big rig behind me. I could do so much with this thing. And I have all this equipment around me. And I have this space. And, maybe the environment is not the best environment. Maybe I can only have 2 or 3 people in here at a time. But I'm going to put all my passion into that time that you come and be with me. So yes, I am charging you for that. Because I think I am worth it. I know I am. And I am constantly learning, not just the beadwork, not just the artwork I'm doing, but also in my training and in myself. Right now, okay, so I don't look the best, but I'm also trying to figure out what the hell is going on with my hormones. So I am doing research to try to help me figure out how do I cut down all this extra weight as I'm processing and going through the change. Because you don't know, not every single female knows how her body, how her mind, how everything is going to react when you start going through that change. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What do I need to bring into my life, my work, my nutrition that's going to help me get through that change and be the best version of me possible. So then when I research this and I start learning that, then I start offering that to other people, other individuals. Whatever I learn, I make sure I understand it on me and test it on me before I go out and I start putting that dollar amount on what I'm offering you. So don't devalue yourself to conform or fit in to other people's ideas of what they think they should be paying. And that's about the extent I'm gonna go on that, because we can get all upset about everything. But my husband said it the best, and I've heard it before, and we've heard it before. Not every customer is going to have to be, or is going to be your customer. And that's okay. They can come around, look and ask and say, okay, well, maybe that's just not for me. Okay, you're right. Thank you very much for, coming by, stopping by, asking the questions. I appreciate that. And I'm glad we understand that maybe the services I'm offering, the products I'm making, my artwork is not really what you're interested in. Thank you very much. I appreciate, you coming by and stopping by. Thank you. But don't try to drop down your value because people are walking away. You're going to have 10 people walk in and say, that's just too much. And that 11th person's going to come in and say, you know what? This is exactly what I need. You know what? This is exactly what I was looking for. You know what? I want something like this. But could you do maybe this on it or that on it? Because I really want a custom piece. And those are the things you have to be patient with. And it took me a long time to understand that. And CJ kept telling me that over and over and over. And I would get frustrated and I would get upset and I would get so angry and so I just, $5. Well, how hard is it to pay me $5? And he's like, no, don't drop your prices down because you think you're not getting what you need or the people that you want. Just be patient. Your people are coming. And they did. And they did. And it is hard to sit there and patiently wait for that moment. But little by little, you'll see, as long as you stick to who you are, to your true value, it will happen for you. It might be slow. I've seen some people go through the process and it is overnight. And some people, it is slow. But when it happens fast, if that makes sense. So, today's Saturday, April 1st. We're still working on downsizing. We're getting ready to map out our little space, measure the space we're going to have, map it out in the house, and start putting our stuff in there and seeing, what else needs to happen for us. So hopefully next week it calms down a little bit. We'll be a little bit better, and we can relax just about this much. So again, comment, let me know how we're doing. I want to hear from you guys, or words of encouragement for me. Let me know what's out there. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you feel. I am here, even if it's not on any topic I'm talking about, and you just need to talk to somebody to vent because about work or somebody else it's doing something to you. I am here. You can always private message me, comment on my post, or give us tips and pointers on how we go about getting the rest of this journey started. So we just want to get started. It's been the process just to get started. So leave me a little comment or a like or a heart or share, and we'll go from there. So Michelle Rivera with Coffee, Anxiety, and Love, Luna Fitness, Healthy Hippie Ranch, Camp Gladiator. I wish you a happy, healthy, prosperous, and especially an abundant Saturday, April 1st. One more month in. If you haven't started your workout journey, your healthy journey, I am here for you. Reach out. You need some kind of spiritual healing. You need to talk to somebody about your spiritual healing. CJ's here. We are here. Reach out. Love you guys.